What's up, guys, and welcome back to a Lucian guide. This is a champion, my favorite in the game. I main him. I've been playing him for just 2 or 3 months now, but he's turned into my all-time favorite. So I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of like a tips and tricks type thing. I want to do more of this with champs I'm comfortable with. So let's start with him. So the best start is Doran's Blade, couple pots, and a warding totem. I've seen people say start longsword, but you get the extra health, you get the extra life steal. It's really not worth it at all, and there's no better start. So there's two mastery pages we're going to be looking at, and this one is a standard AD carry page. Every AD carry uses this, from Wild Turtle to Sneaky, all the pros, all the LCS players. But this isn't the one that I use. I use this on every other AD carry except for Lucian, and sometimes Ezreal and Graves, because, as I'll bring up right now, this one has cooldown reduction, but the trade-off is that your teammates do less damage to targets that you attack, and you don't get a lot of the extra offensive points off to the right side, and it's all just about, all those 4 points get sucked off into the cooldown reduction. But this is 40% cooldown reduction Lucian. This is what it is. That's how I always play Lucian, unless I fall behind or I just want to go standard AD carry. That's how I play him. So for the Masteries, you're going to want to max your Q first. That's your bread and butter spell, right? That's how you deal all your damage in lane. And don't even really use W. Don't even do it. Don't even upgrade it second. Upgrade your Q next, and then get your E. And then you're gonna want to max out the E, just so you could dodge spells. You get off your passive proc. It just works really good. So here's the standard AD carry room page. 3 quints of attack speed, seals of armor, marks of attack damage, and I have 5 standard glyphs of magic resist and 4 scaling glyphs of magic resist. And that's just because you don't need it right out of the gate, and those give you higher magic resist later in the game when the mid laners start to get more powerful. But here's Lucian. That's what I call it. I have 6 actually, scaling cooldown reduction, because I need the extra 10% because I use Ghost Blade, I use Boots of Lucidity, and I need the extra 10, counting the 5 from the mastery page that we already put in there. So this is the one I use most of the time. Same thing, just the cooldown reduction. For spells, I'm not even going to talk about this. Everyone knows. It's Flash and Heal, no Barrier, and no Ignite. Don't even try it. Now, you see my boots here. It's got this little enchantment on here. You need that. It's the red one. It's called Fury or Furor. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Very professional. But that is so when you attack an enemy, you gain movement speed, so you never fall behind and you don't have to chase. It'll keep up your movement speed while you're engaging, essentially. IE for damage. Shiv, self-explanatory attack speed, Ghost Blade for cooldown reduction, Bloodthirster for the obvious lifesteal, and maybe a Ghost Blade, or as I show here, a Shimtar Merc. Let's say they have a Zed, buy that item and it takes off the death mark, or it's really good for anything, any debuff on your champion, like let's say Malzahar ult you, I don't know, a Warwick ult you, stuff like that. As soon as they do that, hit that, their ult is now nullified. And easy way to really get past that. So there you go there. And I'm going to get into some gameplay now. And just remember this. Lucian's not Ashe. He's not Sivir. He's not the hardest champion to play in the game. But, I mean, he's not the easiest. Excuse me. So as we go into lane phase here, this is what's going through my mind. These guys were trolling me, actually, because I had C9 in my name. And these guys were actually trolling me, Shaco, because he didn't want to play a real a real support. So he goes, okay, I'll go Shaco. And these guys are all actually at a party. But it turns out pretty well. I get these guys on my side. I didn't message anything back, Like when people start trolling me on League, I usually just mute them. But I don't really want to mute people for like play calls, etc. But in the rare instance I will, but in this case I just said forget it, I'll just leave the chat open. They can troll me all they want, I just won't say anything back and hope for the best. So as you can see in lane, I'm queuing him right now. And this Jarvan tries a really early gank, which I'm like, okay, I'm not even level 2, but it succeeded, he got the flash, and I try to get the proc off being greedy, but I get hit by the turret and I get hit by Kate, and it did not turn into a meaningful trade at all. So really stupid by me there. Now, Shaco is going AP, right? So his dagger thing hurts a lot. But I gotta be honest with you, having a Shaco support is nothing to brag about. As you can see, I pick up my E there instead of the W. It's nothing to brag about because he doesn't offer any CC at all. He just offers high damage, and I really hate that. Those type of lanes never succeed because, let's say you have all this damage in lane, etc., but out of the lane you have no CC and no one to help you, like a Thresh, for example, or anything like that. Now, I'm feeling a little discouraged here. I just got killed there, and I'm like, God damn it, I have a Shaco support. I already have my first death. This Kate outranges me, but Lucian can easily outduel Kate if you play well enough and if you know how to play. Pretty easy matchup. So, alright, okay. I'm in lane now. This is what's going through my head. I'm like, I have a Thresh and I have a Kate. Pretty hard matchup for someone with a Shaco support, but whatever. Stay level-headed. Maybe we'll work this out. And I don't know, by the miracle of something, I'll be able to come out of this lane with 1 kill and maybe just 1 death. So Thresh tries to go all in on me there. Very lack of communication on their part. Very high lack of communication. They could have easily killed me there. But Kate didn't have mana, and I still had my spell, so I probably would have gotten away. As they try to all-in Shaco for some reason. I don't know, I was prepared to use my heal if he got too low anyway, and I pick up the easy kill on Thresh. So for the rest of this lane phase now, I come back, I have a BF, I have 2 Dorans, and I have boots. Lucian won the lane phase. I got news for you, dude. You lost. If Lucian comes back with a BF sword. Now, I'm going to slow this down here in a second, this replay, but I did so much damage in a matter of, I don't know, 2 seconds. And this is how you play Lucian. Okay, so I see him engaging, right? And this is how you get your proc off. So I land my Q. Bam, I auto attack. That's 2 auto attacks right there. I use my E and I get another 2 auto attacks. I hit my W. I get another 2 audio attacks. 2 auto attacks, and I can just auto attack one more time, and she's done. No one can outburst Lucian in lane. It just can't be done. In the previous patch, I think the one we're on now, actually, 4.21, Lucian got pretty heavily nerfed because they nerfed his passive, and it finally comes back to normal at level 11. But just imagine how dominant he was in the lane phase before, and how dominant he still is, as I E and flash right there for the easy kill. Don't be hesitant to use your flash aggressively. You know, go ahead and use it aggressively. It's not always for defense. Use it to secure kills. I highly stand by that statement. So, I see the team fight setting up here, and I realize I could just go in and burst them. They're scared to death of me already. And I should have just E'd to the right there, and I could have easily got her with the ult. But I messed up, and I decided to just flash forward anyway, as I wait by the wall for my E to come back up again. And this is what Lucian pretty much succeeds at. You know, if you're sieging, he can just ghost plate ult you. If you come into range of him, he can kite you with his E, and he could just burst you close range. I mean, look at that damage since I'm so fed. And I don't think there's been a game that I played with Lucian, I mean, not to sound cocky or anything, but that I fall too behind, that I'm useless. Lucian always has a way of, like, coming back into the game. Even in the worst times when he's down 4 kills or something, he will come back into the game, and he will be effective. He's just a standard 80 carry. So, the thing is, another note I wanted to touch on is, never fully upgrade your boots in lane phase. I see a lot of 80 carries do that, unless you're like a Vayne or something and you want your auto attacks or like a Twitch. But if you're Lucian, don't buy Boots of Lucidity during the lane phase. It's just a waste of money. It's not going to work. Like if you're Misfortune, don't fully upgrade your boots in lane phase. It's just not worth it. But anyway, guys, there's my Lucian guide. Hope you enjoy him. I don't know, just some little tips and tricks that I thought I'd throw together because this is my favorite champion. And I don't know, I feel pretty comfortable on him. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Peace.